Hey, welcome to Game On, the YouTube podcast that just started not too long ago. I guess this will be our first episode of today, and I guess we'll hit the elephant in the room. By the way, my name is JJ. I'm your host. Reverse retro jerseys. I know it's the craze all over social media right now, but I'm sitting here looking at them, and I'm just like in awe on how they are. Though I have to admit that some of them, I mean, all these people get a lot of money, you would think that, what the hell, right? But, let's go over let's say, for instance, Dallas Stars jersey. What the, yeah, kid-friendly, gotta keep it that way. What the heck is going on with that whiteout? And then they previously just came out with a blackout jersey, which is of their design now, with, of course, Texas and the D and the pretty cool. I think their blackout jersey was a lot better than their whiteout jersey, but let's move on. Again, with the New Jersey Devils with the Christmas theme, of course. Well, you think they just brought these out recently, so I guess we'll stay with Christmas theme. Let's move on. The other ones that I can say that really hit the bar was, let's say, I'm looking at them. We can go with, let's say, we'll go with, with Avalanche with the Nordiques going on with their, I'll give them a clap because, it's one of those things. The colors, the concept, going back retro to their beginning days, it's actually pretty nice, and I like it. But another one that's, pretty nice is where is it? I'm looking at it. We'll go with the St. Louis Blues. The St. Louis Blues with their reverse retro look was actually really nice, with the red and the blue and the yellow. Of course, going back to their what was it? Let me see if I can look that up real quick. Uniform. There we go. Let's look at that. So I think it's more 80s, right? I think it is. Don't quote me. Do not quote me, because I'm not really good with the my remembrance of the jerseys. I think they're more 90s. Maybe. I don't know. I'm trying to look for it. 90. Well. Can't find it. Let's see. I know it ain't. We'll go with 70s. Or what am I doing? I just go up here to the top. I am so stupid. 95, 97 was their use of those jerseys that, with the blue and the white for the away for the home team and blue for the away. So I gotta admit that, with them going retro reverse, going back to the 90s, bringing back that jersey that, was pretty well designed jersey. I gave it to St. Louis. I'll give it to them. The other one that I can't really get into, if I'm looking at, of course, on NBC Sports right now with all the look of all the jerseys. I'm looking at all 31 of them, and the one that catches my eye that is, I don't mean to be, a stinge for, I love my Ducks, but the jersey, the way they came out in 95, with that jersey, they should have kept it there, I love it. It's awesome. But, however, it should have stayed there, with the third jersey in 95, 96. Of course, it was the trademark of the Wild Wing jersey, or known as the Wild Wing jersey. The front featured a semi-lit image of the team's mascot crashing through a sheet of ice, which was actually pretty cool back then in the 90s. But however, of course, this is reverse retro, so I guess we'll stick with that. But, just overall, Adidas came out on top with these. I'll give it to them. They've ever since they took over the uniforms for the NHL, they've done some really good designs with them. With the race crest around the neckline instead of in the Reebok, it was a sewn-on patch. So this one was more of a raised kind of patch, which I thought was pretty cool. But excuse me. But you would think with the 2019-2020, almost every single team, mind you, and this is the 2019-20 season, Chicago, Dallas, Detroit, Minnesota, Montreal, Florida, New Jersey, Nashville, New York, Toronto, and the Vegas Golden Knights were the only teams that did not have a third jersey. Now, I'll have to give it that, Detroit, even with the reverse retro jersey, they did not change anything. Nothing. They went from solid red to solid white, with the bars on the stripes on the side being silver. I mean, what's up with that? You get, and that's the one thing I always try to remember is that all these teams' owners have all this money. You would think they would take some time and go into their city. Like, let's say for Seattle, for instance, there's probably no third jersey on docket right now. It's just the normal, regular jersey they made. But they took time with their city. They took time and went into the nitty-gritty and designed a jersey for their city. And no, don't get me wrong, Vegas did too. With the Vegas gold and the steel and everything, perfect. And even with the reverse retro t-shirt, or reverse retro jersey, with taking the shoulder patch, put it on the front, and putting the front patch on the sides, it was kind of a reverse retro there. And then they took the V's and made it into Vegas. It was a pretty good one. I'll give it that. But if I would give a vote for the top 3 jerseys, it would be, let me get it all here. It would be St. Louis, Avalanche, or Colorado, sorry. And we'll go with, this is supposed to be reverse retro. This is what I'm thinking, most of reverse retro. And then we'll go with Buffalo. Top 3 right there. St. Louis, Avalanche, and Buffalo. Especially with Buffalo, going back to the 2000 era with their jersey, 2000 to 2006 was these jerseys being used, But this one was that solid red, and they went to the recent colors of, red or white, blue, gold, and, I think silver was in there too. I'm not sure. But either way, they did a real good job. I'll give them that. Give them a clap. It's really awesome that, they did some work on their jersey, and they took some. Now, a lot of people are like, well, the Buffalo at the bottom, but it's reverse retro, people. But I'll give it that, But, like I said, Adidas decided to come out with this whole reverse retro theme. I thought it was a really good, a little push to something new, something different, something a little more, how do you say it, innovative, I guess? I don't know. But, it's one of those things. It's pretty cool. And this is coming from NHL. this little statement here, and I'm not sure who it's from, but we'll say the Adidas Retro, the Adidas Reverse Retro program creates a new formula to showcase the passion of the fans, which I can tell from a lot of these jerseys, a lot of teams didn't do that, but we'll go ahead and go with that. The Overreach design theme during Adidas' 2-year-long process was to mine each team's jersey archive and team's colors, remixing them to create something new and never seen before. With what in mind, Adidas created uniquely distinct and desirable jerseys that incorporated inverted team colors. I gotta say, those were pretty good words coming from NHL about the Adidas Reverse Retro jerseys that are coming out this year that teams will be wearing from what NHL, the National Hockey League, has suggested or said. But again, like I said, I had hit the nail in had to hit the elephant in the room, with this episode of Game On. You gotta hit headstrong and get it in there. Hopefully I will be posting a couple different ideas, different concepts, different things about history and all that kind of stuff for educational purposes for those little kids, that want to learn more about the game and where it started, how it got started, and so on and so forth. But other than that, I wanted to say thank you for listening. I hope you had a fun time listening to me rant about these reverse retro jerseys. But I hope you had a wonderful time, and I hope you come back for more. Please hit that subscribe button to help me out, and do hit the bell because that will give you any notification about any updates of my future podcasts from this channel. And I hope you have a wonderful day. Stay warm because it is cold outside where I'm at. But have a good evening. Stay safe. Stay healthy. And until next time, have a good one.